Class Action is a special episode to me. While I was watching the episodes that preceded it, I wasn't sure if I'd keep watching the show. Don't get me wrong, Raggedy Android is one of my favorite episodes. I don't know exactly what it was about this episode, but it made me love the town of Tremerton and its residents. I've been excited to revisit this episode, and our adventure through all the episodes of My Life as a Teenage Robot has just begun. So let's get to it. The episode starts with a dramatic sequence where Jenny is getting ready for some unknown mission. I love the use of lighting and color in this sequence. My Life as a Teenage Robot excels with its art, and this won't be the only time we see the incredible use of color in this show. The mission ends up being school, something that's unavoidable in Nicktoons. Since the show revolves around Jenny's antics trying to fit in as a teenager, it was obvious she would eventually end up at high school. Up to this point, Jenny had only really interacted with Brad and Tuck, and the other instance of her being around other humans? It didn't go so well. During my first watch, I remember getting ready for secondhand embarrassment as soon as she left the car. This was warranted, because despite being a psychopath who genetically alters rats, Nora acts as a typical caring mother and embarrasses Jenny in front of the entire school. Also, I know this is a cartoon, but Nora really unleashed a robot with the potential to crush meteors in a normal high school? It may have been 3 in the morning when I was initially watching this, but I had serious concerns that she would kill someone. Of course, as a semi-rational 20-year-old man, these concerns seem stupid to me now. Jenny has always been hyper-fixated on being a normal teenage girl. What's the most generic teenage girl problem? Wanting to be popular. Or at least be on good terms with the popular girls. This brings Jenny to Britt and Tiff. We've talked about their antics in detail before, but to be brief, I hate them. They're designed to be hated. Combine the energy of Mary-Kate and Ashley with Sharpay from High School Musical, and you get these two characters. Needless to say, I find them incredibly annoying. Britt and Tiff are popular, so Jenny gravitates to them, and she naturally makes a complete ass out of herself with outdated slang and technical references. They react as you'd expect them to, and they blow her off completely. It's clear that Jenny just doesn't fit into a school environment. In a montage, they show her destroying all sorts of school materials, including a locker, a chalkboard, a desk, a glass door, a fountain, a bookshelf, and a volleyball. Nora built her as a crime-fighting robot, so she's not really aware what certain things do. This leads to Britt and Tiff tricking her into broadcasting all of her questions about the school over the PA. Jenny is clearly being abused by Britt and Tiff throughout this episode, and you naturally sympathize with Jenny, the clueless new kid. Brad tells Jenny to open up and show her classmates what's inside her. She comedically assumes that he was asking her to show them her internal parts, which actually works out. Her peers are finally interested in Jenny. Britt and Tiff see this as an attack on their popularity, so they dedicate the rest of their screen time trying to screw over Jenny. Vice Principal Rosinski notices that Jenny has her weapons out and gives her a final warning for her behavior and goes on with his day. Britt and Tiff take note of this and think up a plan to get Jenny expelled. Jenny is put in a situation where she's asked to use her lasers in chemistry class to heat up a chemical mixture. While this initially goes well, Britt and Tiff launch a hair clip into her laser mechanism, shooting lasers in every direction. This sets the lab on fire. As a crime-stopping robot, Jenny is able to save everyone from the burning building, including Britt and Tiff. Jenny flies away with an overheated boiler to ensure everyone's safety, and she successfully returns after a fake-out death. Jenny was obviously the cause of the fire, so she was being escorted away by police until Britt and Tiff surprisingly jumped to defend her. The hairpin is ultimately discovered, and they're outed for being the true cause of the fire. The police take them away instead, and they swear to get her back for it. The school ultimately burns down, with Jenny feeling like she had a great day. Now, I want you to back up and take in all this information I just presented you with. Yeah, maybe it isn't the best idea to let a deadly robot attend your high school. While she did save everyone in the school, she was still capable of starting the fire which put everyone in danger in the first place. I like to think that Nora was watching from a tree with a notebook, as if she was intending for this to happen. Maybe she was getting ready to make a 10th XJ model and lock Jenny away. Either way, this episode is still special to me. And after revisiting it, I think I've realized why. First of all, we were introduced to a new setting for Jenny to have misadventures in, and we were finally introduced to the extended cast. While the last addition to the main cast isn't unveiled until the next episode we're covering, I started to feel like there was much more potential in this concept for a show. I'm pretty sure I would have lost interest in my life as a teenage robot if I didn't watch this episode. Again, this isn't my favorite episode, not by a landslide. It's just important to me as a huge stepping stone for my love for this show. I'm wondering if any of you have had a similar experience with this episode. Please tell me if you did. I love hearing your stories. Anyways, that's all we have for you today, and we've got many more episodes to cover. I've been your narrator, Andre. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a rating. If you want to reach us, leave a comment. Or check out our other platforms. Links are in the description.